sorry, I lost your Marnies.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I honestly did it based off team comp. We just happened to be agreeing, so.
Yeah. Can't let that happen again. I might hand this one over to you two, though. I got some other stuff I want to cook up. Look, watch the content channel tonight, though. Might be dropping a new video.
All right, let me
Feel free to tease potentially a new video. Actually, I'll let you know during the series whether you should tease it or not at the end.
Oh, is it for what I think it is?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my. That's.
Oh yeah.
No, you don't.
Have fun, boys.
Yeah.
You don't know how good this is gonna be.
But I'm pretending, man. Let me join in, okay?
Oh, we're still streaming, and chat says, "Oh yeah."
Oh yeah.
All right, see you guys.
Yeah. See you, Ben. All right, so wait, who do I even have in here with me?
Castro.
Castro. Oh, Castro. Thank you for
Yes,
the
sir.
3
Yes, sir.
shots this evening.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Great.
Zor was, you know, a little lacking, so someone had to pick up the slack.
Yeah. All right, well, let me go and find the draft first of all. Who's this between? Are you kidding me? They don't even have the draft in here?
You want to just make up the draft order?
Yeah. So let's pretend. What the hell? Who's Abel? Aren't you the captain? Fuck. I don't know. Should we just get right into the game?
Sure. Yeah,
I'm down with that. All right. I'm not going to show you it just because I don't want you to have anything spoiled for you. That wouldn't be fun.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for. So I will tell you, it's going to be a banger of a series.
Okay.
The bot lane for BBC is going to be Tristana, Thresh, mid lane of Mel, top lane of Jax, jungle Olaf.
Okay.
Going against jungles and Zhao, top Mundo, mid lane Twisted Fate, bot lane of Jinx, Nautilus.
Okay, so Thresh, Nautilus, Jinx. I forgot the other 80 carry, but it's an 80 carry, so you know.
Tristana,
Mel,
Thresh.
TF.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mel,
Tristana,
TF.
Thresh.
So Mel is really good into TF. Just
with the
gold card,
the stun card.
Go F yourself.
Yep, pretty
because
much.
You can just do
really
that right.
turns around a lot of that gank pressure.
Exactly.
That TF normally has.
And then turn that right into an E from the Mel as well.
Yep.
So it's a good time.
Got that. I think the all-in is a little stronger on Thresh Tristana side than it is on Jinx Nautilus side. Thresh also has that lantern for value off a TF gank, but you know, if Thresh is in there, can't really get out with a lantern. So just depends on those TF gank timings. I don't know who wins the 1v1 between Xin Zhao, Olaf. I'm assuming Olaf because kind of a dumb champ. But you know, jungle isn't really that much of a 1v1 role anyway.
I would agree. I think it's a lot of comes down to support. So we'll see what's happened here. Yeah, everyone. I'm just inviting everyone back in. If I could spell reflex, that'd be awesome. Okay, and then I think we're good to get into the game because, you know, I've had a few shots, courtesy of you and a few other members from the beer league. So,
well, I guess since you insist, let me take a quick pull, out of a bottle to catch up a little bit.
I mean, you don't have to do that, but it is great.
No, because you're twisting my arm. So
I would never do such a thing. Okay, so if you want to see the HUD, that's going to be...
Cheers.
Oh, does that mean I've taken... I can't let you drink alone. Hold on. If you want to see the HUD, it's going to be on the Twitch stream. Unfortunately, the way that this works is it drops everything in the League client. And that's the page that I am showing you. BBC trying to get this right off the rip. Sorry about the scores.
From the Olaf axe landed on the Mundo. Mundo blows his flash.
Oh, he doesn't even have flash. He uses Ghost, yeah.
Does get out of there, though. Has to probably TP back to lane. Can't start lane that low of HP.
No, wouldn't be fun.
But
Alright. Alright, cheers. Sorry for the lateness, but I had to pour my shot.
No, all good, all good. Cheers.
Oh my god. Felt that one in my nostrils. I forget. I'm gonna move this out of your way so that you can't see it. I forget if Reflex is what their record is, so I'm gonna take a quick look at that. In week 4, they did lose, so they are 2-2. BBC, I believe, is sitting at 3-1. Okay.
I'm ready. I'm locked in.
You're locked in. You're good to go.
Hell yeah, leaning forward, ready to cast.
Let's freaking go. This is the beer league. This is what the people came here for. Unfortunately, the standings aren't going to update. But that's just because I was in a hurry, and you know we had Castro in here. I don't want to make him wait, especially. I forget if you're an early coaster or not.
Nope.
Probably not. No.
Central, but
Central. Yeah, that's not early.
I got time.
You got time. Daniels might not have time though. Akori going for the easy first blood on Lawless Thresh. Okay, support broken roll.
Supports both sides, kill the 80 carries. Now who gets the wave?
Yeah, neither of them.
Reset. It's gonna be pushing towards blue side here.
That's some good math. I didn't get it that quickly.
It looked even.
It looked even, so I picked a color that I like more. Okay.
Yeah, it looked even, slightly on red side. Yeah, it's going blue.
All right, Melt. Use the.
That was a good E by Melt. Try to use the train to disguise it.
Yeah, I mean, I saw her like start it, and I was like, where the heck did it go? And that might be the shot of Fireball, but you know. I'm gonna use the train OP.
Okay, I think Mundo's still able to get out. He has his passive.
Yeah.
Wave does crash for Mundo. Xin Zhao's up there. Are they gonna try to make something?
Oh, the flash. QW or WQ in knock up as well. Luke gonna flash out. Jatio able to get the kill. And
it's a good idea. Unfortunately,
he's gonna flash back in. Oh.
Oh,
W not enough.
Really close.
That healing from Triumph gonna be enough. Wow. Great job by
get out of there.
Jatio right there.
Lane looks like there's just a little bit of fighting over who gets to clear this wave. Oh, TF is forced to flash off of the Mel E.
Yeah, Misakarde, a really good mid laner, rookie this season. Has performed well in both the Stout and the Light League, which you don't usually see that happen. I mean, like, you usually see average performances in the Stout League if you're a Light League player. But I feel like they haven't had like a bad series yet. I don't know if you've kept up with them or not. I do see you in most of the chats, so you might.
I have very short-term memory.
Okay, they're just a really good all-around player, I feel like.
That's good. That's what you need to look for in a decent mid laner. Who can hit their spells, run around the map, be there at team fights, level 6 to level 5 in the top lane. Nautilus does tank the Thresh hook and is able to hook the Tristana, but it doesn't matter. Thresh is the one to get the last hit onto the Jinx.
Yeah, looking pretty good for BBC to start this one off. 4-1 already at just 6 minutes in. So
4-1 and first drag.
Yeah. So Slammer, I said in the chat, like, push lane, roam, play around jungle. That's beer league mid lane for dummies. I'd agree. I feel like a lot of mid laners do just like stay mid though, even after the mid push. Slammer does do a good job of roaming around, but GNM9 gonna find Jatio and TF gonna secure that kill.
There for the shutdown. Yes, sir. Well done, TF.
Oh, does he? No. Oh, no.
Oh,
Misa
fakes the auto.
You have to
Love
wait.
that.
You have to wait
Get him
until
with
it's
the
in the air.
hezzy right there.
Yeah. Oh. I forget who I played against. I think it was Tarkmaster in the Light League. He was playing Blitzcrank and he was using some like dance moves to make it look like he was about to throw the hook. I'm gonna say he made me use the Mel E. Oh, wait, that was a quick cleanse coming through from Nectarish. BBC Daniels. I'm also sorry for the quality of the stream.
Oh,
I don't
good,
have Nitro.
Me neither. I wouldn't pay for that shit if they gave it to me for free, so we're good.
Perfect.
Oh, this is good. I can see what's going on. Oh, Olaf getting on top of
He is
Zinzao.
going in.
Has the ult.
He does pop it against the blue
Zinzao.
card. Yeah.
I think he was trying to top deck a yellow card, and then when the ult came out, it didn't matter. So just, you know, whatever card you get, rip it and hope.
Deal some damage.
Yep.
Good invade coming in from Luke. And he is going to be rewarded with the grubs.
Sir, both the early objectives here and the lead. It's looking good for BBC right now.
Oh, wow. What?
Hook onto the Thresh. Thresh tries to get onto Tristana.
Just dies. Turret shot going to be taken by Abel, but Jinx, lowish mana. Twisted Fate did roam down. As Slammer Track was saying, clear the wave. And Daniel's going to take 2 turret shots and fall here. He might be able to get the shutdown on Jinx as well. Able
You know,
to do so.
I like that from
the Tristana.
Tristana there. Yeah. You know you're dead anyway. If you're going to use Flash in that situation, flashing for a 1-for-1, you get some money, the other team gets some money, but if you're confident in what you can do with the money, I like that play.
Yeah, and I think, like, I wouldn't think about that at that time, but yeah, like, it's better to get 1-for-1 than give Twisted Fate a kill just for funsies.
Plus it stops Jinx from getting the free wave with you not being there. Jinx goes mid lane to catch that wave, probably going to rotate back to bottom, seeing as there's no quest. In the meantime, Nautilus gets caught out here warding.
That kill should be donated over, but Luke might have to clean it up with a Q. Yeah.
Olaf, not a bad champion to get early kills on, and late game Olaf can just kind of press R and run right at the back line in a team fight, especially these early mid team fights where those bruiser champs are strong.
I do really like seeing Olaf back in the jungle. He's kind of been relegated to top lane. I know, like, one season he's been pushed there, sort of, just with how he's been adjusted. But, like, he's a fun jungler. I remember, like, whenever I moved to jungle for a little bit, like, well, this was back whenever Predator was still a rune. But he was, like, a blast of a jungler to play. Just, oh, I can't be crowd controlled whenever I ult. Sweet. So
I think his latest buffs, while they did help him in top lane, I think they just helped him all around and helped his early game skirmishing, so he should be pretty decent in the jungle again as well. Good flex pick between the two roles.
yeah, and I think that's something that BBC could look into for Jatu. I'm not exactly sure of his champion pool, but if he's playing Jax, I can't say that, you know, Olaf couldn't be in that champ pool. And I'm sorry, I thought BBC took these grubs like 3 minutes ago.
I guess, did he just grab one and leave?
Yeah.
If they have two, then he must have just grabbed one and left for tempo.
So they have two right now. That was that second one that got claimed. Alright, dragon spawning in 7 seconds.
I saw the same thing you did, so.
Yeah. I don't know if you have the stream up.
Playing the Q game. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it up on the other monitor, so I can see both.
Not everyone has dual monitors, so I never know. There's someone in the chat who has been the most recent chatter, only uses one monitor somehow, and still our most famous caster.
That's you know,
gonna pop the ult. But I don't think anything's going to come of it other than just extra vision. He is actually going to use it onto the Olaf and flash away immediately. Red Girl Cat stuck between a rock and Olaf and is going to fall. Abel Valiant going to be in the midst of Team Reflex, but that's a 3 for 0. Going over Team BBC and a Dragon as well.
I like the idea of the TF ult, but the positioning where he actually decided to press his R teleport was a little bit of an interesting spot. He was very close to BBC's team, full vision of them, without actually being close enough to his team for the support.
Yeah,
they were just able to chase him off.
And I don't think jumping onto the Olaf was like the right idea, even if you have gold card, just because it is Olaf.
He has ult. He will run you down. You don't want to be in melee of him.
No, and that's exactly where he ended up after that ultimate. And maybe he thought his team was going to go in preemptively, but that's just really going to be in comms, and if you're not communicating that, it's not going to go well.
And when you're that far behind, it's hard to force that too. Hard to force the quick engage. You have to play a little slower, have to play for BBC to make a little positioning mistake there.
Right.
But
alright, Slammer, I'm sorry that
does go over to BBC.
Yeah. Slammer, I'm sorry that your phone is your second monitor. To be fair, I did do that before as well though. So I do understand it.
Like Olaf is looking for topside jungle camps, but they might go for a dive onto Mundo instead. Never mind, Olaf's just backing off. Didn't see any camps there. Jateo able to get a little Q trade on Mundo. The wave's pushing away from Mundo. Mundo, does Mundo have TP up?
Mundo does in like 5 seconds, maybe a little bit longer than that.
Well, if his TP comes back up in time, he won't miss too much, but
yeah, 8 seconds.
Looking at it, he's going to miss a wave for that back timing. Wave didn't crash. Jateo did decide to hard push the wave instead of hold the freeze. Does give him a plate. If that plate buys him something, real nice. And we'll see, because he is recalling here.
Waps, yes, this is your top laner casting a game, which does mean that his next game most likely does get casted. If not live, definitely watch party.
Olaf just running down the enemy team, double killing the back line, looking for maybe a triple. Triple is under the turret, decides not to go for it in the meantime. TF is killed on the backside of that fight. Mundo and Jax just kind of trading with each other, hitting each other, getting those damage numbers up. for top lane. Love doing that. Trade some grass procs, inflate those damage numbers.
I mean, we can take a look at those damage numbers right now if you want, actually, in the chat on the stream. So 10k for Jax, 10k for Olaf. Everyone else kind of just sitting side by side. Tristan is also up there at 8k. And Jatio going for the solo kill, but Mundo's going to pop his ultimate. I'm alive a little bit longer.
He's going to get that little second health bar. He was level 11 when he pressed R, so that's a big heal for him. GNM coming in for the gank here. Counter-Strike, not able to save Jax. Gets a minion thrown right through him and dies.
Bro moment. No, I wasn't. I just didn't have time to update the standings before this game started. So BBC is sitting at 3-1, Reflex is at 2-2. And Rift Herald should be going the way of BBC, but it looks like they're going to make a play onto Mundo in the top side first.
Oh, hook out to the minion. Flay gets rid of the passive. And he lives.
I don't know if I like the hook into minion. I don't know if he meant to do it or not.
I don't think so. It looked like he tried getting past the minion wave and just barely was like a step before it. Yeah. Mundo TP's back top lane so they don't lose top tower. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Jatio getting pushed off by Jinx Nautilus. And the setup for the Herald is pretty clean here. We'll see if they decide to commit onto it. They do not. Honestly, I don't hate it. I'm not the biggest Rift Herald fan this season.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
looks like they're setting up for drag instead, which is spawning soon, and I'd rather have a drag than a Rift Herald.
And like they already do have the 6k gold lead.
Yeah.
So if you can get your team to this third dragon for yourself, like that's gonna be massive.
Yeah, it's time to push the lead. You want to push that lead, get yourself closer to Soul, Mountain Soul on your champs, especially with the damage profile from blue side. Mountain Soul is really going to help. If Jinx isn't able to get a reset, Jinx's late game carry is a lot more stifled. And if you guys are a little bit more burst resistant, it'll be harder for Kiev Jinx to set up that first kill. Stop Jinx from getting excited preemptively.
Yeah, and BBC did a good job just transitioning from, alright, we're just going to take this dragon, walk through mid. Reflex really didn't try to push back at all between any of those two objectives. And they really didn't make up any deficit on the map either, which is really unfortunate for them. Like, you would hope if you're giving up two neutrals that you're going to gain gold somewhere on the map, and they just didn't.
Yeah, get a turret bounty or something.
Yeah.
Get some money in your pocket.
Even just like a plate. Like, if you can't get the full turret, get a plate somewhere. But Jatio did a good job pushing that top wave and then moving toward mid lane. And GNM9.
Insight by Tristana. GNM9 is able to get out. Olaf is coming mid. Mel is looking to collapse here. Some assist pings are coming out. They want this fight. They are able to get onto the support and the AD carry. Down goes the AD carry. Down goes the support.
One thing that I noticed that I don't know. I haven't played Olaf in a long time. He is running the flash instead of the ghost. I'm sure it's not that big of a deal currently in this game, but I feel like Ghost could be a little bit more helpful. But that's just
I'd agree, since you don't really have any flash combos. Flash is never bad though. You know, it's one of those. It's a longer cooldown, but it's not like that one season where Ghost was incredibly broken. Ghost is not at that state
reset
anymore.
Yeah,
it reset, or when they tried nerfing that, so they made it last like 15 seconds and give you the full movement speed on activation. That was a wild time.
Wait, on hand and sorry, I just saw your message in the Discord. I don't know what that means, where you have a hand on coin and camera, but if you want, you can just tell me where to point the camera. And I can do that for you.
Oh, no. I was saying
if you want it right there.
I just got a physical coin on me, you know?
Okay.
Heads or tails?
Heads or tails. What coin do you got on you? Quarter, nickel, dime, 50 cents?
Yeah. No, just a quarter. Just my all these cart grabbing coins.
Did you know you can actually use a bingo chip as a Aldi cart coin?
I did not know that. It's the same size as a quarter?
Yeah, it works. I've got one back, and I'm really disappointed in it.
Baron play ends up being a bait. They just get reflex to respond to it. They are not quite able to cleanly get onto reflex backline. Reflex trading back for the Olaf. Looks like it is a 2-for-2, and in a losing situation, a 2-for-2 is really good. 3-for-2, even better for reflex here. They got a couple of shutdowns. Are they able to get this Thresh too?
Oh, the
flash says.
Good dodge out by Abel. Smite gonna go down.
Smite.
Enough slow.
Flash Smite says yes. They do get
We're teleporting
the Thresh
top
as
lane?
well. They get the Thresh. They get mid lane turret. Looks like. Jatio maybe looking for something back.
Jatio's got to be feeling himself right now.
Counter strikes the gold card.
Oh,
Kills the Xin Zhao. Gets gold carded, so TF lives. But still pretty good from Jatio here. Stops the top lane turret from going down. Gets a kill in a 1v2.
Yeah, Mundo able to grab that mid lane turret, and Dragon Soul for BBC up in just 34 seconds. And they're going to have everyone alive. GNM9 not going to be up for that dragon. Or neither will be the Jinx. Because Mel is a fun and balanced champion.
You know, Mel still does a lot of damage, but ever since her mini rework that they did on her, I don't mind playing against it as much.
See, like, I mean, so they slowed down her Q animation.
Yeah.
But, like, her E now roots for a longer base period. Like, it's, or I guess it's flat, but isn't it like 1.5 throughout the whole time?
I think so.
And
so
the
it's
damage.
hard to fight her in corridors.
Right, and the damage on the Q is higher, so if you can land it, it's going to deal plenty still.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, the damage definitely went up on that. But I do like that Q's dodgeable. That was always my biggest complaint against Mel. Here comes TF ult.
Oh, the gold card wasn't in.
Slow the Jax. Jax counter strikes. Jax does not get out. Lantern was a little bit too far away for him to grab. Ult coming down onto Tristana.
Oh, now the stuff just going wide.
The minion gets right in the way.
While that fight was happening in the top side, BBC was able to claim the Mountain Soul. Luke trying to drive that.
The Rift Herald.
Yeah, I mean, so the bot lane tier 2 wasn't down just yet. Yeah. So I do understand that play. I really do actually like appreciate it. Cat Girl should go down here to the Tristana E. Jinx does have another leap available. Or Tristana does, sorry.
Uses it. CC'd a little bit by Xin Zhao. Isn't melee range of Xin Zhao and just immediately goes down. Xin also able to kill the support there. Now they are on top of the mid laner, and Olaf cannot kill Mundo.
Triple kill. GNM9. Could be a Baron take. They just
don't like that, we have a game again.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a 3K gold lead, but that's a much bigger difference from where the gold was at previously. I can pull that up right now for everybody at home. It was
at this point in the game is not.
It's not that much.
Nothing, but it's not unplayable.
It was an 8K gold lead for Big Bunny Cerveza. Now just down to 2.5K.
Baron going down Reflex's way probably. Doesn't look like they have anything to contest it.
No, and that's a nice 7k gold swing in just 5 minutes. So that's disgusting. Holy cow.
Now they got Baron pressure. We'll see how they utilize it. Baron pressure, next drag is Elder Drag in 4.5 minutes. BBC does have Mountain Soul. That should help in the team fights, but at this point in the game, you got to be sweating a little bit as Bad Bunny Cerveza.
Yeah, I mean, if you're controlling the entire early game and then you find out, oh crap, like, we just threw 7k gold just right down the drain, I'd be a bit afraid too.
Be a little bit nervous in your comms. Game is still, I mean, the game's a lot tighter now. Game is definitely winnable for both ways. If you had asked me about 10 minutes ago, I would have said that this looks like it's a Bad Bunny Cerveza game all the way through, but here we are. Mundo getting collapsed on by Olaf. TF potentially coming. He had popped his ult. They do
he is gonna go in.
The rest of
Jack's
Bad
gonna
Bunny
teleport
Cerveza
down
right
as
behind
well.
him. Jinx ult goes wide. Not able to kill the Mundo. Jax does get on top of Nautilus, but it's just a Nautilus. He doesn't really care that much. Trying to get out, doesn't have Counter-Strike available. Lantern does get him out.
Enough.
Good buffer by Tristana to get out of there safely.
Mel gonna redirect a gold card.
Gold card. Mix, swirl.
Mix, swirl, mix. Isn't that what,
I love
what
Singe
Singe says? Okay, I was gonna be like, that's definitely his line.
Yeah, Slammer, I dropped that in chat. And I just love Singe voice lines. Jinx W does land onto Tristana. Tristana cleanses a little bit late, but is able to get out still. Thresh goes down. Mel goes down. Reflex really pushing with Baron here. Oh yeah, that Jinx is incredibly excited.
8k gold swing in a matter of 7 minutes.
Reflex with the gold lead now, pushing down this inhib bot lane turret.
You have Olaf in here. You have Jax who just rejoined the team fight. But what the hell is going on with BBC?
I don't know. They keep going in. They don't have numbers right now. Reflex looking to end potentially. They get the turret. Jinx gets excited. Now Jinx gets excited. Tristana tries to get onto Jinx. Does go down. Jinx taken down in the process, but it's 4v1 trying to defend this
Mel's up and alive. Mel's a broken champion, but she's not that broken.
I don't think she can do anything to stop this. They're hitting the Nexus, not the Mel. Mel goes golden, and Reflex able to close this game out on that Baron push.
Wow. Nicely done. Nicely done by... I don't know how Reflex made that comeback. Really impressive by them.
A lot of good team play and staying together strong. BBC got a little bit excited there with their gold leads, trying to throw their wallet around, but Reflex said, hey, thanks for the money.
Yeah. All right, I have to add a logo really quickly to the next scene that's going to pop up in chat.
Sounds good.
Boy.
This is a big turn game one. Reflex really coming back from an 8k gold deficit and no Mountain Soul. They were able to get those picks around Baron, turn that into a Baron, turn the Baron into a winning team fight, and then after that, I feel like Bad Bunny Cerveza kept trying to contest some turrets, but Jinx would get excited. Just ran him down with the Baron buff there.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, they did a fantastic job. I still don't even know how the heck they made a comeback. But you know what? That doesn't even matter. What matters is that they did. And they did it on the back of their entire team. Like, they didn't... I don't think that they just had, like, one player carrying them throughout the whole fight. Or throughout the whole match. I don't know if BBC just made bad calls or what. Ember Esports, welcome back in.
There were a couple of team fights there where I feel like a couple of their characters were a little too close to the Xin Zhao. But it was very much a team effort, very much a, hey, here's a couple gold cards, here's some good setup for our Xin Zhao and Jinx to start going off in these team fights. Good scaling by the Mundo. Became unkillable by the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
According to Eric, a source close to the team said, we got bored. Well, getting bored cost them that game.
Nice. Let's go. Ember
Well
Esports.
played by Reflex to catch that throw and convert that into a win.
Yeah. Alrighty. Game number 2. Coming up quickly, so let's just get right into that. Unfortunately, there is no draft posted, so I will have to reach out to both team captains. Be much better to have these games actually casted, or so no one has to lose bans in the following weeks.
If you have the draft, drop that in chat. We'll take a look at it.
Yeah, but without further ado, we're going to bring this game right on to you. Sorry about that. You can't see anything, but I'm going to bring up...
He did just drop Game 2 draft in chat if you want to take a look at the pick order here.
He put it over there in chat? Well, it might be a little bit too late. Unless we want to pause this, which I really don't mind doing.
I'm down to pause. Yeah, nothing's happened yet. Everyone's just kind of walking the lane assignments here.
Oh, that's not what I want to copy. I don't want his name. Alright, let's go in the drafter really quickly. Oh no, I have to rename these teams too? Oh no, hold on. Oh no, hold up. Give me one quick moment. I have to do some work. It will be very quick, I promise you. Because I sent this to somebody else just yesterday. Give me 20 seconds. There we go. Control C over back to here. Control V. Much better. Much better. Oh no. Oh no, where are the spirals?
Hey, nobody look.
No. Buddy, look. Alright, so we have BBC.
Looks like they opened with a Braum pick.
Yes.
It's a spicy opening. Normally you want to pick Braum into engage, but the team names are...
I'm
BBC?
working on this right now. BBC is on...
Yeah, you're good. Red side.
Yes.
Yep, looks like BBC did pick Lulu Vayne into the Braum. I do like the fact that they did not try to play engage into Braum. That's what Braum's good against. Whereas Lulu does give them a good scaling option. Braum, it's kind of hard to force things in lane against an Enchanter support. So they do counter that effectively with Enchanter. Then they pick the Vayne. I'm not the biggest fan of Vayne, but if I do remember, BBC Daniels has played Vayne a couple times in...
He's done a great job with it as well.
Yeah, if you're a Vayne main, keep that out of top lane, but I respect it. That's a hard pick to make work in the bot lane. Outranged by just about everything and their mothers, so... Zaya answering to the Lulu Vayne with a Sejuani follow-up and a Victor mid lane. Nice, just solid, hey, this is a good mid laner, good at team fighting. Will help the Vayne get some resets in the team fight. Will provide the AoE damage that Vayne is severely lacking. Then they opened round 2s with Zehen, answered by Set Vigar. So Vigar a little bit outranged by Victor, but if you can get past the whole range issue, you do scale incredibly well. Vayne, while she's tumbling, if she's taking a little bit of damage, you go ahead and press R as Vigar, press that little outplay button, and doesn't matter if she goes invis, the ult's already coming. And a Lilia last pick here. I do like the Lilia, a little bit annoyed by that cage and by potential of Braum passive if Braum's able to get an auto attack onto the Lilia. But it is a very low range comp by reflex, which is very good for Lilia. Lilia might just be able to run around if she's not trapped by the Vygar cage. Might just be able to run around in these late game team fights and, you know, be a late game hyper carry for Team Bad Bunny Cerveza.
That works with me.
Minions have spawned.
And, that was a very great, very quick draft recap. I really appreciate it because I was a little bit zoned out. Sorry for that.
I want to get into game.
Yeah. I mean, we already have a gold lead going over just because that ward was killed. So Vygar should win this game. Lulu does have 5 gold, but I think the 10 gold lead by Vygar is going to be enough to carry them to victory.
There's also a 5x set on the top lane to match the Lulu's 5.
Oh,
so.
Okay. So 10 gold lead on the way over to Team Reflex.
I do like set into Zehen. I know I played it and it didn't work out last week, but I do like it in theory. You have a big, you know, true damage source of burst for when Zehen uses his ult. Zahen's ult giving him a bunch of damage resist, but damage resist does not affect true damage whatsoever.
Right.
But you do need to get a lead early. If you don't get a lead early, Zehen in the mid game is a monster of a champion.
And we did see that last series as when Rum was taking on Team 2 and Bernie just did a great job in the top lane against JWM. And once he got his lead, he really wasn't looking back for the most part. And having the dash as well on the Zehen, I think is helpful to avoid the set Haymaker as long as, you know, you're patient with it. But you can only be as patient as Set is also with his W.
Yeah, no, it's a good matchup for Set in the early game, but you're absolutely right. If he's patient on Zehen, he can absolutely. I mean, I felt that there comes a point in the game where you don't really feel like you can do much as Set against Zehen if you don't have a lead.
Right.
Bad Bunny Cerveza getting pushed in early in the bot lane. That should be expected here. Xayah has a little bit better wave clear than Vayne, one of the worst wave clear champs in the game.
Yeah.
Just kind of looking to scale here with the Lulu. Blue side does reset their bot lane. Picks up a call early. Makes sense. Looks like this lane's going to be a lot of farming anyway. Zehen able to get that little EQ2 combo off. That's very hard to trade back to in lane. The knockup lasts just long enough that it's very hard to respond to it. Does dash, dodges the Haymaker's true damage. Set able to walk it off. Drop to half health though. Does have high health regen, but still at half. W lands onto Set. Jadio just looking back away. I don't know if he sees Sejuani in the top side.
There was
I don't
vision
know, Richie.
there.
Everyone's trying to copy us.
So I know people are trying to copy you guys, and I know you're also not on Richie's team. Oh, and there's the first blood for Jatio, which I feel like that's been the case for Zehen's into sets. But like you said, like if you can survive the early half and not give over the lead, it's gonna work out well for the set. But
no, sorry, the survive the early game is what Zehen's supposed to do. Zehen able to get a lead in the early, that's gonna make it even harder for Set. Set's a really tough champion to play when you're behind. If they have a tank, it's kind of playable because you get to press R into the tank at least. But if you're behind as a bruiser, or if you're behind playing into a bruiser as Set, it becomes a lot harder. A lot of Set's power comes from taking those questionable trades and getting a good EW off, especially against those bruiser champs. But if you fall behind against a bruiser champ, those questionable trades becomes a lot more questionable. looking to get the Haymaker. Does flash to get the true damage. Has the Ignite, but Zahen just able to flash away. I don't know why. I kept looking at the stream, so I was a little bit behind there.
That's okay. Because the stream just has so much more info for you.
More aura, too.
Right. And, like, I typically watch that whenever I'm casting the games, just because that's where all of my information is. And it just reminds me, like, oh, I can pull up more stuff. But I also know the quality is going to be much smaller, so it might be harder to see.
And if I'm looking at the stream, everyone's going to hear me in past tense, which is weird.
That's true. Did you know that you can't run in a campground, like, in the present? Because you can only run past tense.
Hey,
you can't run, you can only ran. That's
Drew Levin, I have an account for you.
Hold on. Drew Levin is a good friend of mine. He's friends with John Riot. Blissful Minjo. Gonna try and go in. Gonna pop the cleanse, actually. I don't know if Condemn was gonna be used.
Me neither, but that was a very close fight. 3v3 bot lane looks like. I'd say Bad Bunny Cerveza got the winning edge of it. They were able, their jungler still around. The bowling ball getting blocked by the Braum shield, but a lot of pressure is being put on Zaya Braum right now, maybe looking for a dive. In the meantime, Set looking top onto the Zahen. Does get the true damage Haymaker, but what does he have now and where is he going? Alright, that answers that. Able to ult the Zahen for an escape. There are 3 people here though on Zahen. Zahen has no ult, does dodge the Set E with his dash. Don't think it'll be enough. There's the Vygar cage, has a flash for it. Barely lives the Vygar ult, lives or dodges the Vygar W, but goes down to the Sejuani W. Good thing they were able to make that kill happen top lane. In the meantime, Bad Bunny Cerveza did get the dragon. And honestly, I don't think either team's really upset with how it with what all happened there.
No, I mean,
they decided to make their play top.
Right, and I really don't think that's a bad decision. Dragon's been up for 2.5 minutes already, so like, it doesn't seem like PBC's really trying to stack the dragons and just rip them as fast as they can.
Yep.
So, getting a kill. You probably don't want to go into the Sejuani.
No. Not with the other 2 characters there, but you're happy you get the kill at the end.
Right, a kill's a kill. Assist is gold. As long as you're not missing out anywhere else on the map. Like, Vygar still has the CS lead mid lane. Drop 10 actually does have the CS lead top lane as well.
A little bit of a gold lead. We'll see if he's able to turn that into anything. Zahen E being used to dodge Haymaker true damage. Set does not miss the cannon.
No one has ever missed the cannon in the beer league. We're all full of people that have hit every single cannon that has ever spawned onto the map.
Yeah, if you look at any of my games.
Don't do that. We don't need to look at the barren wastelands.
I can tell you, cannons are missed in the top lane frequently.
Well,
as long one is in the first waves.
As long as you use the emote where it's like Blitzcrank, like, what's going on? Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you're
love
good.
That one.
It's that or else the Varus facepalm are my go-tos whenever I decide to let the cannon die by minion.
Yeah. It's your decision though.
Yeah, right. It's my decision. I'm gonna choose to, hit it right before that turret shot because it crashes into my turret.
Janum is looking for a sneaky lane gank. Does realize he's warded out here. Not gonna amount to anything, but they are able to push that wave. I think they're gonna get it crashing after this wave right here. They do get the wave to crash. Able to back off. And looking for their resets here in the bot lane.
Shinjo, I'm glad that you're out here supporting your boys, watching the game. We're Team Reflex, up 1-0 in the series. Gold lead about even. There's no gold lead for anybody. Rich Girl Cat does have 82 phenomenal evil. Always a nice little stat to look at. You can see that on the stream.
Go up.
It can only go up.
Number
It can't
go
go down.
I love when number go up.
Yeah. Why, do you play Bonk Boy Nasus or?
No, I just like watching number go up.
Okay.
That's why, like, if nothing's happening, I die, because then a number go up.
That is true.
Is that Luke learning important mechanics from? Trying to think who's IQ support.
IQ support is L. No, not L. It's Hernandez Teaches.
Yeah. If you notice, Luke's trying to learn that fist bump mechanic. Oh, does get the ult onto the Zahan under the turret. Zahan does have his E though, so he's able to get out relatively safely here. They are able to crash the wave. GNM is looking on the side here.
Glacial Prism
Ult
coming in from
right
Sejuani.
onto the Lilia. Ignite taking the Lilia down. They are able to get the stun onto
Zahan passive. Oh, that's so frustrating. It just popped.
Barely got the revive off, but did get it off, so no kill going over to Reflex for that. I think at this point in the game, it's still an over 4-minute cooldown, maybe 3-minute cooldown. I don't know exactly when the numbers go up, but long cooldown.
After this
is
fight,
looking to fight the Sejuani here.
I think he wins
Sejuani?
This is with the passive
Yeah, in a long fight he would.
But Zahan passive, it's 300 seconds at the start. So it's about 4 minutes probably. Yeah. 3.5 minutes to go.
So it is a 4-minute cooldown at this point in the game. Probably goes up or goes down at like level 6 or 7. Riot loves those numbers.
6, 7.
6, 7.
Yes.
Looks like second drag is potentially going down to Bad Bunny Cerveza. Vigard tries to rotate on it, but Victor's there to push him off. Bot lane not able to get on it. Sejuani there too late. Dragon number 2 going the way of Bad Bunny Cerveza.
Yeah. I mean, that one they got right off the spawn, which is really nice for them. They don't necessarily have the lead, but they are hoping to push this encounter right here.
Great trade from Set. Way to use that little bit of a level lead he has to just force Zahan into a bad spot. This is what you want if you're the Set here. Forces Zahan to reset. We'll see what Zahan's items are at after this. Looks like Zahan is going for the Triforce. I do like Triforce on Zahan into Bruisers. You don't really have an issue with Set trying to run away from you most of the time. So that Triforce just gives him a lot of dueling power. Does stay under the wave to catch, or under the tower to catch the wave.
Yeah.
And is channeling his reset now. Won't miss much off of this.
Triforce is complete, as is Stridebreaker. So most laners getting their first item right now. ADC's probably going to be a little bit behind, just because those items are expensive since they do get the free boot slots. But Xayah able to pick up the Essence Reaver, so shouldn't have any problems. Sleep going down onto 2 members of Reflex.
Able to get onto the Vigard, but Vigard flashes away. Close to getting the 4th stack of the passive. Oh, gets edged outside of the 4th stack of the passive, but they are able to pull Luke back in and kill him in the meantime there. Vigard does go down. Zahen here with the flank. There, Victor Zahen able to kill the Sejuani as well. Dodges the Haymaker 2 damage. Set gets stunned by Victor, and the kill goes over to Zahen. Zahen.
Yeah, you're good. As long as you're not saying Zaheen. If it's Zahen or Zahan, it's fine.
There's only one champion name that I will purposely mispronounce, and that's Yone, because I don't like saying Yone.
I go back and forth. I feel like I say Yone a lot. I think it's kind of like a Caribbean type deal where it depends on just, you know, if I'm talking about a movie or not.
Fair.
Because there's like Pirates of the Caribbean, but if I'm just talking about the location, it's the Caribbean. Whereas, you know, if it's just the champion, it's Yon, but if it's Yasuo's brother, it's Yone.
Okay.
So, now, I don't know if that's factually true for whenever I say it, but...
It's not able to get a good trade on Zahen, but does run out of gas here. Sejuani, though, able to be up here to continue it. Zahen's passive stacks do go down.
Drop 10. Massive haymaker. Good flash out by Jadio, though.
Able to get the passive stacks back up just in time to live. Does barely dodge the Vygar cage. They aren't able to get another Sejuani stun onto him. But they do get the kill. Shutdown goes to Sejuani. Time, Luke looking onto Sejuani here. Really hard to hit that second part of your W onto a Lilia. Here comes Set. Never mind, it's a prank, bro.
Down bot lane. Meanwhile, in the top half of the map, I'm just gonna... There's no way this turns into an actual fight. We're gonna look up top.
It does directed camel.
Yeah, I know it does, but I feel like... Surely there's gonna be a fight up here. Direct cam does bring it our way. Like Sleep going down.
Is able to land on 2 people, but the Setar comes out. That being said, they are able to get the return kill onto Sejuani here. Jatio Set's out of gas. Jatio's looking to keep going forward here.
Passive stacks are gonna drop off pretty quickly though. So at least no
like
Herald.
Back into Vygar.
Yeah, no Herald gonna drop. Set does not have teleport to get back in the top lane, so plates are gonna fall. Maybe Turlet's gonna fall in the mid lane.
Vygar coming to stop the top push, but they did give up mid lane turret for that. And Jatio takes a couple turret shots and a Q from Vygar, able to finish him off there.
Yeah, really nice for the Vygar. You don't like, well, at least in the light league, a lot of Vygars do go Rod of Ages first. I don't know what it's been like in the Stout League, but you get a little bit of the earlier damage, plus wave clear with the Ludens.
Meanwhile, Dragon spawned and Bad Bunny Cerveza is on it on spawn. Looking to push a little bit of lead that they have.
Set
Not
is
very
down.
much of one, but Set's down here. No Vygar for this fight. Vygar does not have TP. Will not get to this fight timely.
Yeah.
They are forced to Lulu up the Vayne early.
Right. So a pretty big ultimate can be used.
Yeah, that's a lot of safety gone.
And other than that, every ultimate's up. I think Lily might have a few more seconds on hers though. On her sleepy time.
Jateo and Rich Girl Cap both able to make it to this fight at this point.
Lily is
a 5v5.
Up and available.
Brahms pretty low, can't take too much more poke. They do look to engage here onto Lulu. Lulu does flash over the wall to safety. Meanwhile, Vygar going down.
Oh my
Lilia's ahead. Holy.
Gonna be a lot. Miss Kiarde gonna take down the set. Joe gonna get taken out by Daniels.
Take down Zaya too, which means the dragon will go the way of Bad Bunny Cerveza. And his third drag. Soul's on the next one. Good luck.
Oh, condemn into the wall.
Gets the kill and gets out. Well done, BBC Daniels.
That's why this guy is a 7 or 7.5 rated player. Well, to be fair, Nectarish, if your team told you not to die and you didn't die, you did a good job of listening to them. So, that's all.
There's a V in there, so the team told him not to die, but he still didn't die.
Can confirm. Castro saying is correct.
On the bot lane, looks like Xayah Braum looking to push this Victor. Victor able to get a couple of trades. Xayah is able to auto the turret. Turret does go down. Not able to kill the Victor, but they get the turret. Jatio here on the blue buff looking for it. Does steal the blue buff from the Sejuani. Sejuani is angry. Goes forward onto Jatio here. Jatio, surrounded by 2 people, does have his ult though for all that damage reduction. Gets hit by the true damage, but that's not enough damage. And Set goes down.
Looks like BBC gonna attempt this Baron right now. Fireguard Baby Cage is gonna come out along with the Braum ultimate as well. The Lily ult gonna get a 3-man sleep, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough for BBC to survive this fight. Miskiarde gonna teleport in, and Victor gonna be able to help clean up some members of Reflex. But
Reflex is able to push them off of Baron.
yeah.
They are going to still lose top turret, but they were able to push him off Baron, get 2 kills, get a couple shutdowns. It's not bad for Team Reflex.
No, not bad at all. I mean, you're able to stop the Baron take, which should have been pretty easy with their 5k gold lead, but, you know, good job by Reflex holding them off.
Yeah, that Baby Cage into Braum ult, into Sejuani ult. A lot of good AoE CC there to just help force that fight. Just resets going off. Dragon up in 2 minutes. Like we said earlier, that is soul point for Team Bad Bunny Cerveza. Luke doing some jungle tricks to hit the blue and the Gromp at once.
Yeah, I did see that it was a little bit easier this current patch, especially if you're on red side, to work on 2 camps at once, meaning the Gromp and blue buff. But it is expected to be patched out because it's a little bit more difficult to do on the blue side. Glacial Prism going to go down onto BBC Daniels. Wild Growth going to be popped as well. Yeah.
Does get hit by Braum ult.
Still somehow going to manage to survive. Able Rebellion going to go down, as is Xayah though. Ultimate come through from Jatu. Force out the Vigar flash. Set's gonna fall and revive Forza Hen. Akori gonna fall to the Victor as well. Now this could be a Baron take. Should
This
be
looks like a great Baron setup here. Only two people left on Team Reflex, and Vayne is still alive.
Yeah.
Between Vayne, Lilia. Honestly, all 4 of them deal decent Baron damage. Victor might deal the least.
Right.
Even he's a high damage character. Does get the W off onto the Vigar, able to kill the Vigar. In the meantime, Baron does reset.
So
able to run down Sejuani here though.
That is a really good job to delay. But I'm also like, oh man.
Soul up in 18 seconds.
Yeah, I mean no jungle for Reflex, so this should be free-ish.
Yeah, should be really good setup for Team Bad Bunny Cerveza. Able to get Soul here, probably. 2 members are down on Team Reflex on Soul spawn. We'll see if any TPs or anything come to change it, but Bad Bunny Cerveza probably just looking to burst it. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Jatio looking for the Set here. Is a level up on Set at this point in the game. Does beat Set on the side lane. Infernal Drag, Infernal Soul going over to Bad Bunny Cerveza. And right now, unless something like last game happens, we're definitely looking at a game 3.
Yeah, I mean, Reflex did a great job of denying the Baron the last fight. Unfortunately for them, though, that did cost them their Sejuani, so there's no way in the world that they could possibly contest that Dragon Soul. Which means next team fight should be Baron for BBC, if they can win it. But I mean, they have a 7k gold advantage. Vigard not having nearly enough AP. I can't click on him in the replay, but he is sitting at 439, still missing off that death cap. He's actually not even working towards it next.
With that Wisp, he's probably looking Cosmic Drive?
Maybe? But like...
That or Lichbane, right? And I feel like Lichbane would be not ideal. You don't really want to try to auto-attack too much.
Right, especially like with the two parts of having the tier and the... and
the Dark Seal.
Like, it's just a very strange build coming in from that Vigor.
Yeah, I mean, Dark Seal, you know, it's only 350 gold. Picking that up for the chance to snowball, you can always sell it later. Right. Meanwhile, on the top side, looks like a fight's coming out. BBC is forcing on Team Reflex here. They are able to get the Braum. Looking to run down the Sejuani, but Sejuani able to queue away. So they do get the Braum in a 1-for-0. With only the...
Miscardigan gets stunned up right here.
Going out.
Zonia's coming in.
Zonia's really takes away that kill potential. In the meantime, Luke looking to get
this?
onto Sejuani.
Nice dive.
Yes, he can. There's a baby cage going on around the Vigor, but that's not enough to save him.
That's not enough.
Gets collapsed on by 3.
I don't know if BBC even needs this Baron. They might just be able to push down mid lane. But it looks like they're going to reset and then make their way
just go for Baron.
There's...
Safe play it.
Yeah, no vision on the map coming in from Reflex. They don't even know anything about this Baron that's going on.
After throwing that first game, don't blame them for just going for the safe. Hey, let's get Baron. Let's push down waves together. Push down turrets together. We have a lead. Let's end this. Let's end this smart. Get their resets off after Baron. Notably, we have 3, almost 4 item Vayne. I think that's 90% crit Vayne, so those autos are going to hurt even more than normal. We have 3.5 item Lilia with the stopwatch available. 3 item Zahan.
Riften, plat 4, you'd be about 2.5 points, and if you're newer to the league, yeah, probably 2.5 points.
Honestly, he's probably worth like half a point.
Half a point? Whew! There's no way that you know Riften. But also, I'm assuming that they also might be in the league. I don't really know.
No, they aren't. They aren't.
Okay. But you know, the Light League always accepting more teams on the season start. We moved from 4 teams up to 10 teams this season, which is massive.
Set looking to engage. Does get the insect off onto Zahan, but Zahan just takes that as an opportunity
Zen
to press
passive
hard.
doesn't even pop though.
Does not get the passive reset.
We're gonna flash
Daniels looking like he's gonna go down. Daniels does go down to Sejuani. And Lulu's stuck in a cage.
Reflex made the comeback.
Turret bot, but 3-for-0 going, or 3-for-1 going the side of going to the side of Team Reflex here. A lot of money for Team Reflex, and this is how it started last time too. So
right.
We'll see if
more burst not going to be enough from the Vigor though.
See what happens here.
Yeah, I mean that's great stand by Team Reflex.
Yeah. Now they're able to take a little bit of time, push back against the Baron here, clear out some vision from their side of the map. Potentially able to get mid lane turret for a bounty.
It should be
trying
able to fall
for
down.
it.
But Luke,
like
Lilia is coming in from the side. Not going to hit the bowling ball.
And just pushes mid. They do still have a couple members with Baron. Should go down pretty soon. Sejuani ult goes wide. Stride breaker onto the Lilia here.
Wild Growth going to hit on 2 members.
People to sleep. Does get set ulted into the Vayne. The Vayne stays up. Meanwhile, Jatio comes into the fight. Looks like they are able
Flash
to turn
coming in
this
from
fight.
Victor.
Flash Eve. Vigar's only decision there was to walk up. Unfortunately, there is a Zahen up there.
Is this game? They don't have any minions. They have a wave
Got a
coming
mini
now.
wave coming though. Yeah, I think it should be game here. I don't think Sejuani has the wave clear to stop this. Oh, Storm
Good
Surge
Zonias.
also builds out of Wisp. Forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Which is what the Vigar has.
And I mean that
Focuses
that
the
is
turret.
the last of their dragons down. Lulu gonna be close to falling here. Braum not able to hit the Q.
Does McHale's the Sejuani Eve.
Oh, she's just walking right into a
nowhere to
turret.
go.
Nisquiarde gonna hit by the Glacial Prism. Braum. Oh my gosh.
Shut down goes the Braum.
Elder Dragon's up and available. Reflex.
Not where you want it, but yeah. Elder Dragon up.
Reflex can make a play right here.
Reflex could get Elder Dragon in about what kind of fight they could force afterwards. No Baron up, so they won't be forcing the fight around that for another minute.
I mean, Seth can
Lilia
definitely keep this Leon off the fight, right? Like that's his only job right now.
should be able to. He has R. R is a suppression. You can't smite while you're suppressed.
Right, she's gonna only sleep up the Vigar. Elder gonna
Looks
be
like they
claimed by
are opting in
Reflex.
for the fight.
Gonna be a double kill going
Reflex
down.
does have Elder.
And
Takes down the Vayne. Vayne able to get a couple though. Now they're trying to chase this Lilia around.
the
Good luck
Lilia's
hitting it.
way too
that
fast.
Thing has so much movement speed at this point in the game.
Lily's not even afraid of this fight. She knows that she has Wild Growth in her back pocket in case she does need a teleport coming in from Nisquiarde on the backside. And Luke's actually going to slay GNM9. So even with the Elder Dragon, somehow BBC claims that fight.
Sleep landed right onto the Vigar, one of the important late game carries, and Zahen was able to get on top of Vigar, kill him before he went down to any sort of Elder burn right there. Looks like they are able to push bot lane. That is a second inhib. However, both Vigar and Xayah, I guess all three, and Braum all respawn, so they are able to clear the waves and push them out of the base. 2 inhibs to 0. Baron spawning in about 10 seconds here. We'll see if they're able to make a Baron play.
I mean, you figure they have a 9k gold lead. That's got to be something. Like, it's got to be enough. Luke did upgrade his Darksteel into a Mage Eyes. So there's that there. He's also going to use that Hernandez teaches Fist Bump. But unlike Hernandez, he will get a Fist Bump back. And he is actually also going to do a good job of forcing out the Xayah ultimate, which is a great way to avoid the Lilia sleep. My bad.
Bowling ball hits the Braum, gives Lilia some movement speed, able to press Q and run away before Set's able to do anything in response. Does get both a Sejuani stack and a
Sleep
Braum
coming in
passive
onto
stack
2.
on him.
Corey
Good
going to
Braum
use the
ultimate.
flash and the heal, but he's still going to go down. Set going to use his ultimate. Does have the Elder Dragon still. Not able to get a kill with that passive.
A big haymaker, able to bring them all down really low, but at this point in the game, if you don't kill them, there's a lot of red buff regen, healing. There's a lot of ways to get back up to full health. Looks like they're just able to force out the Baron here. Still have double inhibs pushing. Mid inhib should be respawning pretty soon, but I see that super minion still coming, so I don't know how many more waves of mid inhib we have to push with Baron. Looks like Team Bad Bunny Cerveza looking to push top and mid with the Baron buff. Getting a little blue buff for Lilia and Victor. Who's going to get the last hit? Oh, Victor being kind. Oh no, Victor got the last hit. Yeah, that's right, jungler. That's not your camp anymore.
Nice. Try to turn on the inhibitor timers.
Oh, it's chill. This is the last wave of super, so inhib's about to respawn, but they are there with baroned up minions.
I mean, mid lane still has some time. I guess they just cleared that one out.
Yeah, this next wave doesn't have a super on it though. Looks like Set is potentially going down. Does get the flash haymaker on, able to do half of two people's health, but half isn't enough to knock them down, and they both have enough healing. Jatio gets onto the Xayah. In the meantime, the entire front line of Team Reflex going down. Able to clean up. Clean 5 for 0 ace with Baron, and that is game.
Alrighty. Nicely done by Team Reflex.
For game 3, I'm gonna piss really quick.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll be back in like a minute or two.
You're good. While you do that, I will get the next team ready. I will pull up some stats as well. So let's move on to the post-game stats for that game number 2. I mean, the second half of this game was just all BBC, very similar to, I guess, the opposite of game number 1. You know, just where Team Reflex was able to make the difference and kind of turn things around.
Yeah, it looks like game stayed even for a pretty long time, but once Team Reflex really got a lead, they were able to push. Or my bad, once Team Bad Bunny Cerveza got a lead, they were able to just push that lead and slowly and surely amass their gold lead and end the game.
Yeah. All right, so as we get into, let me get game number 3 up and ready. Teams are actually going to keep the same side. So we've got draft here for you, since you're the more sober individual. But we are going to get a Rengar game. I feel like Rengar has done really well, but it's mainly been by General Panda. Intrigued to see how Reflex is going to do. Yeah.
Yunara first pick, pretty solid blind pick. A lot of competitive teams going for that. Bot lane from Team Bad Bunny Cerveza does go for the Caitlyn Lux combo. Should be looking to push. Their jungler should be looking to play bot side here. Answered by Emilio Rengar. Rengar being a tougher champion to make work in competitive games, competitive leagues, but you know, if that thing starts snowballing, it does a lot of damage. Answered by the Mordekaiser, blind pick top. Solid pick. I guess looking to get their damage profile kind of fixed there. I'm assuming that they planned on picking an AD jungler when they picked the Mordekaiser. Followed by Nocturne, solid jungler. Don't know what the matchup is into Rengar. Rengar is one of those junglers that I feel like has an easier time of forcing the 1v1s in the early mid. So we'll see how that works out. Syndra, just a solid, safe mid laner. Will scale well, will do a lot of damage. Pantheon top lane into the Mordekaiser. Pantheon big early game bully. If he ever falls behind the Mordekaiser, it might be tough, but he should be able to really take control of the top side of the map here early. And the Galio response into the Syndra, good little engage. They have a Nocturne Galio for a combo to get the Galio entrance. Oh, looks like the sides are flipped.
Blue side, are you sure? Because I pulled. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah,
Yes.
they're correct. Well, I'm not going to change their colors, so.
And either way, I don't know the jungler well enough to be scared of a Rengar pick from either one of these teams. We'll really see how it's played out here. Galio to kind of round out that front line for Team Reflex so that they have good sieging power. They have good counter engage for when the Rengar goes in or the Pantheon goes in. But in the meantime, they could, or in the other flip side, they could use it as an engage along with the Nocturne to get the Nocturne R into Galio R combo. Kind of hard to play against with the Nocturne R turning off the lights. Yeah, I think big thing for Team Reflex is playing around that bot side, using that Caitlyn Lux pressure versus Team BBC trying to get that Pantheon around the map if Pantheon's able to get a lead here on the Mordekaiser. Trying to snowball into the enemy jungle with Rengar Pantheon. We'll see how it works out.
Alright, sounds good. Thank you for that evaluation. And it looks like we are going to get an invade coming in from Team Reflex right away, or some kind of pressure onto that Raptor pit of BBC.
Does get pinged at least. So I think we might have a early fight here over a ward. I'd love to see it.
Actually, really
ping doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't, but we are going to get 4-person invade, and I really like this because I feel like with... Oh, come on, you guys have to stay.
Okay, the one thing I don't like about that is you have Lux Caitlyn. You want them in that bush early.
And
you
that
want them applying pressure
down below.
Early.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want Yunara Emilio to have a chance to breathe. Oh, Pantheon looking to catch the Mordekaiser on his way back to the lane. Does get a Q on him, procs the bone plating, drops a ward on red buff. Looks like they will know where Nocturne starts.
I wonder if not only where he starts, but where he does go next. I'm going to actually pan up to see, like, we will be able to see Nocturne go up to the top half of going to Krugs. Not that that makes a massive difference, but if Rengar wanted to, he could potentially invade into the bot half of Reflex, because he wasn't spotted out on vision, I don't believe.
No, it looks like the ward is on the Raptors, but they haven't actually seen anything with the ward here. We'll see how the clear goes. I'm assuming Rengar is going to clear up towards the Pantheon, towards a strong lane early. Yeah, it looks like he is going to go for his Raptors. They'll see him there. They'll see Nocturne crossing back for his Raptors. And yeah, looks like the junglers will not be meeting at the crabs this time. Early farming. Galio, or not Galio, Lux, Caitlyn able to get the push. They should. They do get an early plate here. Nocturne playing down towards that side. That is a strong side of the map for them.
And I do really like Nocturne playing for the bot half just because he knows that his lane is going to get the push early on. So you just want to make sure that Rengar can't really take advantage of that, and if both junglers are down there, I give advantage to the push because the other team has a push into a potential minion wave.
They do have the prio down there. Both junglers playing towards their strong sides of the map. Good choices for their clear. Galio does engage onto the Syndra, does get pushed back, but able to take a good chunk of Syndra's health bar. Rengar is walking towards the mid lane. We'll see if a gank is able to happen.
He's actually going to get that gank off.
Does get behind the Galio. Gallo able to heroic charge, I believe, away from the gank.
I think that's his ability, yeah. I don't know if it was that or Justice Punch, but heroic charge makes
Justice
sense.
Punches.
So
Yeah, I think Justice Punch is the path.
Wild. Yeah, both junglers are heading. Good job by G&M just being in the right area. And I mean, I think that's where, like, if you are in the Stout League, you kind of understand, like, okay, this jungler is probably pathing this way, so I'm not going to continue this fight just because it might not go in my favor.
Yep.
As Lee's assumed, like, this is going to be happening, yeah.
Emilio trying to cancel backs, but does lose 90% of his health bar in response to it. Yunara walking up, trying to put some pressure onto Caitlyn Lux, but Caitlyn Lux are more than happy to take that fight. They're in the early game here. Mordekaiser just clearing waves under his turret, does look to get the reset off. Does not have TP, so he will probably miss a minion wave for this reset. A lot of good early pressure coming from the Pantheon.
I was kind of surprised to see this Pantheon laning. I just wasn't, like, I knew Pantheon is a very strong early lane champion, but I feel like Mordekaiser with his passive, like, he's not that weak. But it's nice to see, nice to know that Pantheon can do that in that lane matchup.
Pantheon, early levels, he's an absolute monster. Q spam, super short cooldown on it if you're melee queuing. Very good, very unanswerable WQE combo if they ever step up a little too far. Good jungle setup with his W. Does get brought into the death round by Mordekaiser. Does press E to negate that Mordekaiser's second isolated Q. Rengar on his way up top. Flash stunned by Pantheon. Does get the response flash back by Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser gets away. Pantheon gets away. Looks like they are collapsing on topside Scuttle from Galio and Nocturne here. Get a ward into Rengar's jungle. Rengar looking to just give that crab and reset. In the meantime, there's a lot of pressure coming from the Caitlyn Lux lane, but not a lot's getting converted from the pressure. Oh! Does get pulled and brought into the Nocturne ult. Paranoia finishing off the Pantheon. Pantheon falls behind. It's hard for him to get a lead back because a lot of top lane champs will just eventually outstat the Pantheon. It's that early game that you really want to pressure and abuse with on Pantheon.
Right, and it's not like he's mid lane where he can just use his ultimate and just gank down bot lane on the squishy champs like the Kate and the Lux.
Rengar coming out. Does get exhausted.
Ooh, good flash by Lux.
Good flash by Lux. Not able to convert on the Pantheon ult. Not what you want to see from your first, or not Pantheon ult, Rengar ult. Not what you want to see from your first Rengar ult. You really need to get that snowball going, get those passive stacks starting to come. Justice Punch does get interrupted by Syndra E. Scatter. Scatter the week?
Scatter the week.
Scatter something.
Scatter the week, yeah.
Scatter the week. Mordekaiser able to land another E onto the Pantheon. Does proc his passive and able to clear the wave safely with it.
Sorry that I'm not too talkative. The couple shots and then just streaming for an hour and a half plus the previous time.
Gets the isolated Q on the Pantheon W in. Pantheon presses E, but now he has nowhere to run, no ability to save him in Brazil. And at this point, with Tabbies, that Mordekaiser is just going to outstat the Pantheon. It's going to be very hard for Pantheon to get a kill and to heal used by bot lane to escape the Lux ult. But very hard for Pantheon to actually get a 1v1 kill on the Mordekaiser now, just because Mordekaiser is a beefy boy and will have more stats than the Pantheon here.
Yeah, and nice 2-0 lead already. Didn't even need to use the Ignite as well, so it's not like Pantheon has a fighting advantage. Item-wise, probably the damage output is also even, but having played Steel Caps should be decent advantage. And first tracking going down about 9 minutes for Reflex.
I like this. Reflex getting the first drag. That's something they haven't done in any of the other games. Yeah. Syndra lane is a sleeper, but that's what makes Syndra such a good blind pick. You kind of just, worst case scenario, you scale as Syndra. Looks like Nocturne is coming topside. They might be looking to gank the Mordekaiser here with the Rengar. Nocturne is here though. Nocturne I think is a little bit ahead of this Rengar. Does get the fear off on Rengar. Rengar no empowered W to get away. Able to use empowered W there.
Paranoia.
But not able to get away.
Sky of the week as well.
I spoke too soon. Syndra there to save his Rengar with the QE combo.
You really hate to use the Rengar ultimate just to escape. Tevum. Gifting a sub. Cooper for board.
Really want to see.
I'm gonna take a shot while you comment what's going on.
Sounds good. Grub fight. Looks like a couple of the grubs did go down on the blue team. Syndra stuck in the pit though. Looks like they are donating the kill over to the Mordekaiser here. Boom. Clonk. Unlucky Rift. Oh, Q landing onto the bot lane of Team Bad Buddy Cerveza here. Looks like they are able to get out. Rengar still without a kill, still without getting his passive starting to stack. Portugal Cat able to push mid wave in. Looks like the teleport comes out from Syndra. Won't lose too much here in the mid wave, but still down. Oh, actually up in gold.
Up in gold. Item complete. I think Galio should be pretty close, especially with getting 2 turret plates down. And there's the Hollow Radiance popping out.
Will be very hard for Syndra to push out of lane, but you know, Syndra is kind of happy as long as Syndra doesn't get engaged on. Syndra has no problem with a farm lane here. Syndra will get those splinters of power or splinters of something and scale up into the game.
So let's take a
get
quick
the
game
push.
Nope, that's the wrong champion. Splinters of Wrath.
Splinters of Wrath. Does get the QE combo onto the Galio, but Galio does not notice. I don't know if that broke the Galio shield. I guess it must have. All this harass amounting to not much onto the Galio. Rengar does get the ward, does get out with empowered W. Does not need to use any other resources for that control ward. Free money in his pocket.
Alright, this shot I'm about to take is for Tevum. As well as
can't let you take it alone.
You can, but I do appreciate that you're not going
can't
to let that happen. Oh, we do have a Rengar ultimate down the bot side. Yeah, this takes precedence. Gonna use the empowered W to escape the Lux Q, but land on the Caitlyn trap.
That being said, Yunara able to kill the Lux there. Does give Rengar his passive stack and able to push the wave in here.
And a stack on the Hubris as well.
Oh, and okay. That's really good for Rengar.
Wait,
meanwhile,
Pantheon ulting?
Just to buy time. You don't get out of the Mordekaiser ult with it, but
yeah,
tries to stall a little bit.
Interessante.
Alright, well, now we can take it.
Alright, now we can take it. Cheers. Ho, ho, ho. Delicioso.
So good.
It does burn. Hey, Rafton, we don't. Whoa. Alright, never mind. I was going to say we don't have to be professional, but that right there, where I just drifted, was not professional at all. Gold graph this game. Really hasn't been too much of a lead. 1k gold. About the max between both teams, so pretty even game. Much slower than every other game casted today. Only 7 kills in 14 minutes. Yeah, game 3 can't throw it.
Yeah, can't throw. They got that mindset on right now. No one really getting too much of a lead here with it. Does get the EQ. Galio is able to justice punch the turret, but here comes the Rengar. Forces the Galio flash. Meanwhile, Pantheon does get hit by the Mordekaiser pullback. Does have his E for the movement speed to get away. Able to Q the cannon. Does not miss those. Engages onto Mordekaiser, but again, Mordekaiser with tabbies, it's just hard to deal a lot of damage to him, and he has sustain. Does eat the empowered Q, does not feel it all that much. Looks like a lot of ward game going on in the bot lane. Meanwhile, Nocturne is on the dragon with the Galio here. All of Team Bad Bunny Cerveza looking to enter through the bot side. Galio, or Nocturne turns off the lights. There's the Nocturne ult, there's the Galio follow-up. Does not amount to enough. Pantheon able to come in. Able to turn it. He might be behind the Mordekaiser in the 1v1, but he's able to rotate a lot faster through these team fights, and he does make the difference. Clean team fight from Team Bad Bunny Cerveza. Oh, that wasn't even Pantheon ult. That was Pantheon's TP. That is a long TP channel for...
Here comes the ultimate. I think we can take this turret, though.
Yeah, it takes the turret, maybe even kills the Pantheon for coming.
Takes him into the death run. Pops the early W.
Well, it was a full charge bar. You're going to get the full shield value anyway, and you force him in a 1v1 right there, so does get the kill on the Pantheon for daring to try to save that turret. So it looks like on Team Reflex side, that Mordekaiser incredibly ahead. Everyone else a bit behind on the team.
Yeah, so I mean, we can actually take a look at that in the chat. So if we're looking at the gold, I mean, ADC bot lane, very far ahead in the gold.
That's not where you want to be as Caitlyn's Lux.
Right, yeah, the fact that Lux is less gold than the Milio, not good at all. Milio hasn't that, like, no depths in the bot lane. PvC.
Caitlyn's power curve is really weird. She has a weird mid-game kind of dip. And if she's not ahead by the time the mid-game dip comes in, it's going to be a lot of issues with Yunar Emilio just scaling towards that late-game win condition. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, full combo from Syndra comes off onto the Galio, who does not feel it at all.
No.
Does have upgraded Merc treads, along with the hollowed Radiance. That Syndra means nothing.
Yeah, and she's actually going Cosmic Drive second. Which I'm like, I think we just need more damage here. Like,
it's less damage, but like, you aren't gonna burst Galio.
No, but I feel like if you, like, your goal right now is just we're gonna kill Lux and Caitlyn and then Nocturne.
Gets onto the Lux, does have the flash and the exhaust to get away. Galio Nocturne coming in to the fight really quick. Do get pushed back by Scatter the Weak. Here's Mordekaiser. Clonk.
Did teleport in. Great
does
job
get on top
Pantheon.
of Caitlyn, but does get peeled off. Meanwhile, Mordekaiser causing a lot of issues here in the middle of the fight.
He
Pantheon
did take
nowhere to go.
Yeah, he did take Pantheon during that fight.
Okay,
so
that's why it looked funny.
Yeah, he was kind of just spacing out or zoning out PvC on the bot side.
That explains why Caitlyn got away.
Very low. One more auto coming in.
Here's BBC Daniels with the lead on Yunara. Late game hyper scaler. Is able to kill the Caitlyn, pushes off the Galio. The wave does get Lux ulted. Emilio lives, almost goes down, but lives. Bot lane turret stays up for at least one more wave. Meanwhile, Team Reflex is going for the Herald. They do not know Rengar's in the bush. I don't think that they care. I think even if they saw the Rengar there, they'd do the same thing.
Yeah, I don't think
What's Rengar going to do to them?
Not much, especially at this state of the game. He does only have 2 takedowns with the Hubris, and none recently, so...
Can you check the Rengar passive stacks?
Yes.
I know he has one on.
He's at 1.
He's at 1, so it's just been the same character a couple of times?
Yes. Yeah, so if you're looking on the stream, top left of on like the left side silhouettes, yeah.
Yep. I do see it.
And it'll also show the Syndra stacks.
108. I think her ult upgrade is at 120.
Yeah, it's 120, 125. I haven't played her in a while.
Oh, just 100. So she already has it upgraded.
Yeah. Well, I think
120. She just gains a bunch of ability power.
Yeah.
Okay,
by
so
50%.
It's 40 or 60, 80, 100, and then a bunch of ability power at 120.
Mm-hmm.
They are able to secure bot side turret. That does free up their Yunara and Melio. They should be looking to rotate those to mid lane pretty soon. Doing a good job of staying together for the most part, not getting picked out by any Nocturne ultimates here. Pantheon in the area. Rengar the furthest away. Dragon does spawn. I'm sure Rengar has ult, so if he needs to get there, he can. Looks like a little bit of a trap line getting set up there at the entrance. Couple pings on the mid wave. One of them is the Rengar. Does try to collapse onto the Mordekaiser. Does get ulted by the Mordekaiser. Is able to flash out. Mordekaiser gets stunned, goes down. Galio though, he's there. Galio taunt, missing the Pantheon, landing on the Melio. Syndra does have flash. Joss comes out onto Pantheon. Pantheon's combo doesn't do much other than holds Galio in place for half a second. Galio, flash E. The E barely clipping the wall. Doesn't actually go anywhere.
Turret will go down here. It would be nice if someone from BBC did jump into it. There we go. Oh no, they stopped dealing damage to it.
Does an extra spin just for fun.
Like, Corey, that was a great idea. It was just really unfortunate you didn't have a minion wave there.
Rengar from above, not able to do anything. E's just short of the Galio. This is the scary part for Team Bad Bunny Cerveza here. Their Rengar, a great snowballing champion, not quite able to snowball, but their Yunara, incredibly, I guess not too far ahead of the 1K gold, still decently ahead, but hasn't actually gained anything since the laning phase, you know, kind of ended a team fight ago. Looks like lane matchups. They do have Galio into Syndra. Galio loves that fight. They do have Mordekaiser into Pantheon. Mordekaiser should be pretty happy as well. Will their other three manage to stay together long enough to not get Nocturne ulted? So far the answer is yes. Does get a root onto the Galio, but Galio is an incredibly tanky character. Can't get bursted by the Rengar. Nocturne ult.
Someone dies here. No,
flash dies.
Flash pop by Daniels.
Flash pop, empowered W to get away. Able to force a lot of or some decent engaging ultimates between the Rengar and the Nocturne, but nobody dies. Everyone walks away from it. No Yunara flash, which is important, but if Melio stands next to Yunara and they have decent peel, not just from Melio, but, you know, point and click stun from the Pantheon, who is at this point a stun bot, and a good scat of the week from Syndra, it will be very hard to burst Yunara down, even though she is flashless.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the damage is there just yet. Like, Caitlyn has completed 2 items, but even with her range, she's not going to be close enough to that Yunara. And really, it's just Rengar that's going in, and then you have to wait 3 seconds before Galio can rejoin that fight with his ultimate.
No.
So Yunara should be pretty safe.
Yeah, if Rengar Pantheon try to go in on Yunara. Oh wait, no, other side.
Right.
Nocturne.
They can't even do it.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. Oh. They are able to get the fear off onto the Rengar. Collapse on him. Able to take down Rengar. Able to take down the Pantheon for the double kill on Nocturne. This top side of the jungle is Team Reflexes.
Yeah.
Looks like they are going to go for... They got the blue buff. They're going to go for Baron. They are on vision, but they don't care. They have numbers. They're saying, hey, come here and fight us. The Galio taunt coming out onto Syndra.
Wow.
Syndra walking away, thinking better of walking in to the Galio.
Somehow my mouse died, but it's plugged in.
Well, great zoom in tech. Really wanted to see the Baron up close and personal. Very handsome individual.
Yeah, I mean, we can zoom out since we do have some time. Oh no, my app died. Oh no, hold on everybody. Zoom out while we wait.
Baron goes towards the side. We're zooming all the way out.
Zooming all the way out.
Of Team Reflex, get some resets off. Able to really see the big picture here.
Yeah.
Looks like Raptor Camp goes to Rengar.
See, you wouldn't have seen
Baroned up minions in the mid wave.
Oh, Rengar gonna pop the ultimate. See, perfect timing. Good flash coming out from Blissful Minjo. Paranoia along with the Galio ult. Luke should be falling
Rengar
here.
can get out. Yeah.
Good thing we got there back in time.
Yeah, Rengar from behind, not having a great time here. Scat of the week comes out, does stop the Syndra from getting engaged on after walking that close to Team Reflex, but not able to actually do damage or scare them off the dragon here. Looks like a teleport is coming in from Mordekaiser. They have smite advantage. They have Mordekaiser ult. This dragon is theirs. Team Bad Bunny Cerveza does engage onto the Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser able to live.
Mordekaiser is going to fall.
Goes down to the Pantheon, gets the shutdown, but comes out of the Death Realm surrounded by enemies.
Miskiarde stuck between everywhere. Oh, good
That's
sky
not
of the
your
week.
side of the map, Miskiarde.
Doesn't have teleport either. So
Every time I see Miskiarde, I think Miascarado.
See, I think it says Mia Scared Day. Like, hey, I'm here, but I'm scared.
Does get the taunt into the Luxall. Boom, down goes Miascarado.
Okay, so we have a slight problem where all the dragons reset. And I actually don't know how many dragons have been taken. So let me press...
I think that's 3, because Team Reflex has actually been able to get the dragons.
Yes, it's 3.
Okay, I guess it's 4, because Team Bad Bunny Cerveza got one.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Rengar getting the red buff and going down for it.
Sorry, I have to go into here. I will move that to the other screen.
You're good, you're good. Nothing happening on the screen as you did that, so...
Okay.
Just looking to push out some vision here, push out some wards. Now they're looking to siege with the Caitlyn and the Baron buff. Able to get the E headshot onto Yunara, but not much else. Pantheon comes in, gets taunted by the Galio. Yunara able to completely melt the Caitlyn there. Meanwhile, Pantheon in the backline almost takes on the Lux, does go down to the Galio, but Nocturne also goes down.
Okay. BBC making a bit of a comeback.
This game is turning favorably for Team Bad Bunny Cerveza here. Luke try to kill the Mordekaiser, but Mordekaiser is just too thick of a individual. You are not going to be bursting that guy anytime soon. The rest of his team is up here. Luke does get ulted by Mordekaiser. Cleanse no longer takes him outside of Mordekaiser ult. Mordekaiser able to get the kill and walk towards his Galio. Galio is there to help Mordekaiser get out and successfully zones off Team Bad Bunny Cerveza. Just a nice little reset here. Everyone on the map just kind of clearing waves, clearing camps, getting some red buffs passed around.
Yeah.
Not much happening yet. 2 minutes before drag.
Take a look at some of the gold. I'm not sure if it's going to be off or not. But Yunara, a lot of the gold this game for her side. Caitlyn did a decent job of trying to catch up. But jungle and top from BBC just not really able to make a big difference right now.
Yeah, notably Caitlyn might be behind the Yunara 1.8k gold, but still is above 3 of Team Bad Bunny Cerveza's characters, only behind, oh, now 4. Kind of even with Syndra.
Right.
But really only behind the Yunara.
Yeah, and if you're next to, you know, summoners are right behind you for your team's, you know, got the advantage in this one.
Yeah.
Rengar still only at 1 stack on that Bone Tooth necklace, which really hurts them.
Absolutely. Rengar really needs to start getting assists or takedowns, not assists, but takedowns on some of the other characters here to really get that Rengar AD up. Rengar from behind, kind of painful to play. Similarly to Pantheon from behind. Pantheon at least has a point and click stun. Here comes the Nocturne ult onto the Syndra. Does have the spell shield. Syndra does not have Scat of the Week, so Syndra is going to go down, gets feared by the Rengar. Scat of the Week comes out now. It is too late. Pantheon ult coming in though, maybe looking to get the Rengar back. Gets ulted by the Mordekaiser. Does empower to E the solo Mordekaiser Q and able to live, walk away. BBC Daniels here now. Does have a lot of damage. Able to really scare off the Caitlyn here. Caitlyn does not want to walk into the Yunara. Does have the trap for the Rengar. Rengar empowered W's. There's the health back from the headshot. Boom. BBC Daniels does get Lux comboed and goes down.
And it looks like Luke not too long for the world, even with the Rengar ultimate.
And with the Rengar empowered W, does flash though, might be able to get away now, but at that point you have flashless, ultless Rengar. What is he going to do here at Baron?
He's not going to steal it.
No, not at all. It is 4v5, but they are happy with their positioning, knowing that 3 members of Team Bad Bunny Cerveza are forced to back. Soul Point is up on the bot side for Team Reflex, but they do have to reset. I'm curious if that dragon will go down before they get there. Doesn't look like it, but they will need to play into Team Bad Bunny Cerveza, and trying to force into a team without, you know, a super hard go button is going to be tough. They do get the blue ward out there. Oh, never mind. That does go down.
Yeah. Good claim.
That goes down fast.
But
smart by them to burst down the dragon before Soul goes over to Team Reflex. Team Reflex, though, does have Baron, and they are starting their push. Restarting their siege with Caitlyn Lux. Hard to get engaged on during their siege because of Galio being there. Here comes Syndra from the side. Scatter the weak hits only the Galio. Galio's magic shield is still intact. Lights are off.
But Rengar does pop.
Does go forward. Rengar pops.
Jump onto the Lux.
Galio ult coming out onto the Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser still goes down to Yunara. Yunara, he is at a quarter health, but all you need is your last point of health, and you're able to keep playing the team fight as Yunara here, especially with the Melio healing you up and shielding you that entire time. They do lose inhib, but they get a solid 2-4-1.
Yeah, killing off the Caitlyn and Mordekaiser is massive there. Definitely going to stop the assault on those waves.
Yeah. It's also only mid inhib, don't get me wrong. It's an inhib, so you do need to have someone there answering those waves. But most of the time, you want someone on mid lane answering those waves anyway. So it's not the end of the world losing mid inhib. Go back to clearing the jungle camps, go back to pushing the waves a little bit. No one in any position to get caught out by a Rengar ult or a Nocturne ult here. Rengar did get another assist that fight. Was that another Bone Tooth stack? No, it wasn't. Still at 1.
Oh, that's...
Does ult onto the Lux. Boom, 1 shot.
Wait, hold on. I have to go check. Like, there's no way that he's still at 1 and he's only killed the Lux. He's only at 1.
He has only killed the Lux, but he's done it multiple times.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, on the top side of the map, Team Reflex is collapsing here onto Daniels and Abel. Galio comes out along with the Nocturne ult onto those two. In the meantime, Caitlyn and Mordekaiser are able to kill the Syndra and the Pantheon here. Galio able to take down the Yunara. Melio kind of left there alone. Looks like the kill is going over to Caitlyn here.
Yeah, Blissful Minjo just trying to get that last. Auto gonna get it. Things really going all over the map right now. I don't know what's going on from Team Reflex.
Me neither, but Luke threw up that fist bump, and I think he got Hernandez.
Oh, no. Not Hernandez.
Mordekaiser does TP for bot tier 2.
As long as
that is a long TP cooldown, but if he's playing with the team, it's not the biggest deal. He won't have it up when Baron spawns in 2 minutes or when Dragon spawns in 1.5 minutes, so side lane it is going to be tough. But we'll see what they're able to make happen with it.
And I mean, as long as Luke gets Hernandez and it's Beer League Hernandez, not the Aaron one, not that big of a deal.
That's fair. Definitely valid.
His back is going to get stopped by those pesky little Krugs.
Looks like we are back to farming the waves, pushing up mid lane here for Yunara Melio. Pantheon just outside of vision in case the Nocturne tries to go in. Luke does pop his ult. They're able to see a bunch of the people. Oh, I don't know what that was, but wow, Luke just ran into 4 people and gets 1 shot. I don't even think he landed with his ult before he died.
I don't know.
You know, he might have, because Caitlyn's missing a little bit of health, but I don't think he had enough time for his auto attack. Scout of the week hitting the Galio. Galio only feeling it when Yunara W follows up. Looks like Dragon is about to spawn. There is no Rengar on the side of Team Bad Bunny Cerveza. And this looks like Soul going over to Team Reflex.
Yeah. And I mean, it is Chemtech Soul, which is everyone's like least favorite Soul. But it doesn't mean like that the stats aren't good. Having increased damage at low HP and taking less damage while you're at low HP.
Pretty when nice. You have a Mordekaiser who has a big shield, Mordekaiser doesn't mind or likes that a good amount. The rest of the team, if you get Caitlyn low, honestly, chances are if you're on top of her and she's low, she's gonna die even with the damage reduction. But the front line from Team Reflex, definitely appreciating that. Looks like they are setting up for Baron. They do have the Soul team fighting strength here. They do also have a 3.5k gold lead. Powered Q coming out onto the Nocturne. Does not move his health bar significantly. Bad Bunny Cerveza able to... Oh, there's the ult from Mordekaiser onto the Yunara. Might not kill the Yunara, but when Yunara comes out, Yunara is going to be in trouble. Does kill the Yunara.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Pantheon ults into the back line.
Galio doing
does
a good
go down
job.
for his trouble. Galio zoning off the other 3 members. Nocturne ult here for the follow-up. Nocturne
right
getting
onto
knocked
the
up
Melio. I don't know if you know Zestiqueso, but he calls Melio his little brown boy. Just throw it out there.
Sometimes I call him Messi, Messi, Messi.
Messi. I understand that reference. Because he doesn't clean up his room. That's son of a bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Taunt does go off onto the Syndra. Syndra able to scatter the weak and live. I don't think Syndra and Rengar have enough wave clear here to stop this push. Oh, Lux goes down again to the Rengar. Rengar does not get that second stack. And that is game.
Dude, Team Reflex, really good job of taking down the self-proclaimed #1 ranked team in BBC.
Well, glad they have the confidence to proclaim that themselves.
Someone's got to claim it. Why not them? Why not Team BBC? What's showing up on the screen is still a game late. So just give it 1 second to reset.
Sounds good. I'm sure when this resets here, damage dealt to champions from Rengar is going to be pretty low, unfortunately, for Team Bad Bunny Cerveza. Team Reflex, though.
There's the reset for you.
Yeah, there it is. 10k damage. That is less than the Lux. That's not looking good when you're on such a snowballing champion by Rengar. And that's kind of what we saw in this game. Yunara, Syndra, both able to make things happen. Mainly the Yunara, but Syndra there to help engage, help stop their engage onto the Yunara. But anytime Yunara went down, Team Reflex capitalized on that, and they were just able to take the game away.
Yeah, I mean, Reflex, really great job this entire series. Yes, they dropped game 2, but game 3 was all theirs the whole time. Great comeback in game #1.
Yeah.
But
and they did a good job, especially of not overplaying onto the Yunara as melee characters. If they were to try to overplay onto the Yunara, Yunara could snowball and get away with that. With a lot more team fight upsets. But they did a great job of getting what was theirs and getting out.
Right. So, no, I mean, great job. Team Reflex going to move up to 3-2. Bad Bunny Cerveza going to drop to 3-2. So, let me see if I can pull up the current Beer League standings in the Stout League, because that's what everyone is here for anyway. Let me see if I can get the zoom in once. That should be enough. And keys to victory. There we go. So 2 more who we just saw defeat when in Rome, sitting at the top of the charts along with IQ Dead Zone. IQ Dead Zone has yet to drop a single game in a series, but according to Samurai Jack, that means that doesn't mean that much. If you're not able to stress test yourself, it doesn't mean that much. Baron Wastelands, your squad, sitting at 3-1. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good. You're good. I was just gonna call them Lucker Dogs.
I mean that I have seen that.
That's what I've been hearing
around the Discord. They are the Lucker Dogs.
Our last IQ Dead Zone, they are a good team.
Yeah,
they're a scary team.
Top half of the map, very scary. Richie has moved on from playing the Fiora to playing champs that he can actually pilot. So that does help. Bottom half of the map, I think that's where, like, if you do have a strong bot lane, you can potentially take advantage of them. Just based off point value alone. So we'll see what happens. But thank you for casting with me, Castro. We can look at, some games that might be happening tomorrow. Whoa.
Yeah.
This did
Do you
get
know if there's
changed.
any? Do you know if there's any other that need to be casted today before patches?
Oh boy. There's my series of Tits versus Cake. But I think there's also Imperial against R2R. And when is this? This is last week's schedule. I don't even know. I can't tell. Sorry.
You are good.
5th? Oh. 2 against When Rome was casted. Reflex was casted. IQ against Haunt, that was casted. So Dab vs Hickey was not. This game was not.
This is such a great website.
It's
How
really...
could people support this website and support the beer league?
So the best way to support the beer league is by subscribing to us on Twitch. Or there's actually a really great button down here on the website, beer.league/games. You can actually buy a beer for Vermilion, who does a heck of a job, just getting the website up and running. And it's really important because we can do awesome things like Match of the Week. This is, I don't know why this is showing now. It was definitely supposed to show When in Rome. Where did my top HUD bar go? But yeah, no, subscribing here. And we do have a lot more in the works. Vermilion has, I don't know if I should spoil it for everyone. But
I think Vermilion said if they said something in chat, and I don't see anything from Vermilion in chat, so.
Well, so someone
we
definitely
leave them on
said
the edge of
something
their
in
seat.
chat. I don't know if anyone's aware of like Mobalytics or what that might look like. But there might be something like Beer Leaguealytics coming to a beer league near you. So we can just leave it at that.
I like that.
Beer Leaguealytics. Just get ready.
Leave a little mystery.
Get ready. Lots of stats headed your way. Lots of information. Potentially. As long as things don't go in the gutter. But honestly, that is all through the power of subscriptions, because we do have to keep the website up and running. That does cost money every year. Vermilion needs a little bit of help from AI, which also costs money to keep that running as well. And then the overlays in the stream that are automated, that also costs money. So any support that you can give is very, very greatly appreciated. And my kidney, or I guess my liver, takes the blow for most of those subscriptions. So keep it coming. I'll still, exercise, do everything that I can to make sure that everyone can subscribe to the beer league. But yeah, Castro, thank you for casting with me. I really appreciate it. And
yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, everyone in chat who does chat, even if you don't chat, thanks for watching, being a viewer. It does help our average go up, and I believe this is actually the first time in a month where we've had 25 streams. So we did hit a Twitch goal of ours. And we'll see if we got 25 unique chatters as well.
And if you stick around after this stream, I'm going to be doing another one for a different series that was not casted yet. Don't know exactly which one yet. I know he said something earlier, but low key, kind of forgot. And we'll set it up after this and go from there.
There you go. Thank you. Bye, everybody.